It's very important to stay to the very end. And once again, we have Jodisue. She's still whining about Chris McDonough and Ziggy and insinuating her child is now in danger because of them. And she still calling them tragedy pimps.
Ziggy calls. These tragedy pimps calls. That's the harm that can come to. They can get people killed. Other children kidnapped, harmed, hurt.
What are you setting up now, Jodisue? Are you saying your children are in danger?
They can get one of us by falsely targeting and putting up false narratives. Harmed, hurt, killed. That's the damage they get. That's what their trauma can do. But it's okay, right? They've got the super chats on while they apologize. They've got their hugs. They've moved their children after fellow creators doxed them on purpose so they could get money, create drama, funnel in. Patreon, paywalls. After not learning a lesson and having four cases behind it where they absolutely targeted innocent people. Overlapping even with Summer's case. Still haven't learned their damn lesson. Where they even put H at risk and could have very well had any of those names been right. But they knew they weren't, you see. They knew before the second release because they came to me to try to make sure they were right this time. And I told them they were wrong. Again. They didn't anyway. These people with the credentials that are working for, how to use parlor tricks and street corner bullshit to try to fuck with me. Get something as basic as a phone number.
You bad boy, Chris McDonough.
Verified because I would hazard to guess they're pretty tired of being fucking wrong.
Well.
And sued and whatever else. They didn't care. They ran with it anyway. Told them they were wrong. They didn't care. Ran with it anyway. And it caused first messages from this particular Fruit Loop. Many more. Told Ziggy she was wrong too. There's nothing to protect me from. She knew she'd been dead wrong about the bones. Chose to run that second part, knowing she'd been taken for a ride. Well, also they've been paid for and fiddled with. Definitely wasn't the right information, but part of that fed to him that he put back out. And if you listen to that, he's being led by her to say certain things like she's mentioning. That way it's a cue for him to mention what they talked about prior. You can listen if you pay attention close and hear it. It's like, oh yeah, mention, remember?
Let's dovetail. Bring it home.
You're supposed to say this about Jodisue. You're supposed to say this about a pool that never existed. You're supposed to say this about the truck. And about her son. About her kid. Remember?
So Chris is working with Ziggy, Jodisue?
I can play it. But I can also try to use this blackmail by saying shit like, I'm trying to protect you, Jodisue, from shit that don't exist other than what I made up and paid for, Jodisue. Because there are any other creators behind me, like Drain the Well, that I'm definitely falling behind because Pepperidge Farm remembers and could put the lines and pieces together because couldn't contain the excitement that you were getting ahead in the YouTube universe and letting out that you were going to go somewhere too. At the same time, Drain the Well Dry was working separately indeed, huh, Ziggy?
Fuck you, Jodisue. I'm the only one allowed to spank Ziggy. You're just mad because they're tired of your fucking whining games.
Are you and your kid living good? Are you living safely off the money you're making? Summer's name? How about mine? My children's safety.
Oh, wow.
And our names. And the bullshit you paid for. Fed and lit. That you put out. That you wanted us blackmail didn't work. Y'all good? Because I'd hate it if you weren't good.
Is that more threats to Jody? Like you did before Summer went missing?
You feel safe?
Huh?
Because my children aren't. And don't.
Master manipulator right there. Remember what she said before Summer went missing? Remember how she didn't want that?
But you know what I have that you don't?
Marathon to raise
Truth.
money. Like it was a scam.
Balls. And I'll tell you. I'll give my last breath on earth for mine.
I'm sure you would.
Death in no way scares me.
Then why in the hell did you stay with Voldemort for 30 or 26 years if he was such a monster? If he DV'd you? If he abused you?
Second box and
Take responsibility, you dumb bitch.
hypervigilance that I've so long known.
Take responsibility for your life, Jodisue.
And I try to keep things like this away from my children so they don't worry. And they're not upset or further traumatized.
You're the one traumatizing for 26 years by living with that man, bitch.
Not behind Nikon.
Remember the monster, Andy?
Not behind state lines.
Remember the monster?
But here in real life.
Remember the monster, Jodisue? The monster you're taking up for? That couldn't be a suspect. He could do anything else, but he couldn't make Summer disappear. What about you, Jodisue? Could you? Could you cover up for somebody in your family? I'm sure you would.
Even the creators that seem like they're legit, very up above, you know. They're gonna go re-examine and look at everybody and whatever, even though they know. They know. They put it on camera all day. They're bringing my son into it. Vehicles being looked at.
You're a psychopath.
So it's gonna create more of.
You're a fucking psychopath.
But that's okay. Their super chats are on, make no mistake. Their donation boxes. Their PayPals, Patreons, their monetizations. All on. Oh, their P.O. boxes. Their wish lists. their new homes where they and their children are safe. That they also made live streams about how they were so scared and they've been doxxed and they've been this.
You are a fucking nut.
Remember that? Pepperidge Farm.
You're a nut, Jodisue. Here's my home truth for you, little sister. If you was even remotely afraid of Voldemort Andy when you first left, you'd have kept your eyes hid low and quiet. You wouldn't been blasting him all over YouTube calling him a monster, you lying bitch. Who are you protecting? For credible information, call 1-800-TBI-FINE for Summer Wells.